Hey, I'm Scott, and I want to talk about addiction / behavior formation / hamburgers being more delicious than salads. Okay, so we have a service, and it is like a nutrition coaching like service, and it is geared towards people who need help with the like eat this, not that, or this is healthy, this is unhealthy, and or take this supplement or don't take this supplement, those types of conversations. And whenever we start up with a new client, it's always part of the process. We got to get on the same page with people and figure out what they see health as, and we got to get on the same page so that we can make them the healthiest version that we can. But we found that to be kind of limiting. So sometimes we know the hamburger is unhealthy, we know the salad is healthy, but we eat the hamburger. So when we start diving deeper and we start looking at some of those relationships, and as they can sometimes get addictive or even definitely get addictive, then we got to ask deeper questions. We got to stop looking at just defining health, and instead we got to look to the brain. We got to look at how a behavior forms, how a addiction forms, and how we get stuck in the cyclical nature of poor behavior. The ground floor of behavior is either the pursuit of a pleasure or the avoidance of a pain. Everything we do connects to one or the other. Do I brush my teeth? I don't know, maybe I don't want someone to smell my stinky breath. So out of the painful thought of someone smelling my stinky breath, I will, again this morning, brush my teeth. Maybe you don't care. Maybe it's painful, the hassle of having to brush your teeth. Or maybe you love the pleasurable feeling of having a fresh mouth. Everything comes back to pain and pleasure. So somewhere along the line, it stops being about, hey, stop eating the hamburger, and starts being about, what is that person's pain-pleasure relationship with the hamburger? Because we will always do the more pleasurable or the less painful option. So when we're looking at a client, very early on, it stops being about eat the salad, and very quickly it becomes a conversation about, well, why is the salad so much more painful or so much less pleasurable than the alternative? Okay, so long story short, we kind of revamped our nutrition counseling service, and we've added a bit of a subcategory, and we call it health coaching. And that's a time just meant for having those critical conversations in and around how we form pain and pleasure relationships, and what are the precursors that help set us up effectively for change. Like, you ever think to yourself, why is it so easy for one person to quit something and start up something better? And why is it so hard for the next person? Well, it's all dopamine, serotonin, how the brain is wired, and how we see pain and pleasure. So if this strikes a chord with you and you're thinking to yourself, oh yeah, there's some stuff going on in my head that keeps me smashing Haagen-Dazs every night, this guy, then maybe I should talk that out.